Hey, have you ever heard a business described as well established? Sometimes it's a brokerage or it could be a law firm, but well established is a term that points to solid foundations, great operations, and the expectation they can deliver optimal services. But what does that have to do with faith? Well, before we jump in to look at the answer to that question, let me say welcome to Mornings with Bishop Robert. I'm glad you're here. You can look around behind me and see I'm not at my home office. I'm on the road again, another hotel room in another city. But my goal is to introduce people to the Jesus they never knew and then help them to get to know him and his word better and personally. So would you please like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend? Hey, when I think of well established, like maybe a law firm, for example, I picture a group of experienced lawyers, committed to representing their clients well, and a revolutionary management team that focuses on getting the right people plugged into the right places, and maybe a strong support staff to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks. Like a legal dream team that pretty much guarantees success. But well-established firms in any field typically begin with one person who had a commitment to the highest ideals, and their services grew from there. The best of the best are always built on a firm foundation. Today's verse says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans." Well, the first part of that verse speaks to the heart of the matter. For you and I to commit whatever we do to the Lord, that commitment has to come from someone determined and devoted to follow him. People who don't care about God or his call in their lives don't commit anything to him. They set their hearts on their own goals. Then they pursue them, often sacrificing character and integrity in the process. But a person who's determined to use their gifts to advance God's kingdom, well, they'll focus on fulfilling his call on their life. They delight themselves in the Lord. So he gives them the desires of their heart, literally leading them to want what he wants. That's the kind of people we want to be, truly. Because when we acknowledge him in all our ways, he will get personally involved and straighten out the way that we need to go. Yeah, commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he'll act. You will see doors opening you could never have opened on your own. Committing whatever you do to the Lord will also keep you focused on the call. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. The enemy will try to distract you from the main thing. He'll use power, money, sex, whatever it takes to get you to stop being committed to what God has called you to. I heard a story about a traveling businessman searching online for a restaurant in a new city. He found a place called Church of God Grill, with reviews that said they sold amazing chicken dinners. Well, the peculiar name aroused his curiosity, so he called to place an order. He asked about the unusual name, and the man taking the order said, "Well, several years ago, we started a church down here, and we began selling chicken dinners after church on Sunday to help pay the bills. Well, people liked the chicken. We did such a good business that eventually we cut back on the church service a little. But after a while, we just closed down the church altogether and kept on serving chicken dinners. We just decided we'd keep the name we started with, so Church of God Grill." It's easy to get distracted. But if you commit to the Lord, whatever you do, he will establish your plans. Don't forget the why behind what you do. And don't forget the who behind you. The second part of the verse shows how God stands behind his people. He establishes our plans as we remain focused on him and his kingdom. The reason is simple. He places the desire to serve him in our hearts as we invite him to do so. Then he opens the means to fulfill those desires as we serve him faithfully. He establishes the plans he has led us into. Now that is a well-established plan. Hey, our time together is coming to an end, but before we part company, can I ask you to help me introduce people to the Jesus they never knew and help them get to know him and his word personally and better? Please like this video and then follow or subscribe so that you and I can get together every day. And I would really love to meet you in the comment section. Tell me about what you think about God establishing your plans. And please feel free to leave a question. I answer every one of them. Help me share this with people all over the world. Thank you.